And the thing is, as you progress, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, and level 7, the pay gets better. So, for instance, in level 7, you could be earning 120k Kenya shillings.
In what?
A week.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's possible. So it keeps on as you upgrade.
So let's say maybe level 2 is probation level.
True.
You're getting your skills, learning somewhat here and there. What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Let's Talk Show with Sophia Dhahabu. And with me today in the studios, I am joined by an amazing person, an online business expert. And I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
My name is Joshua Musimi, and I recently finished school at E.A.T University, and I've been working online for quite a while now, and I'm glad to be here and talk about it, Dhahabu.
Wow. Karibu sana. Let's start with what are the opportunities, or what is online business and the opportunities that are out there?
Okay, that's a good question. Online business is really a broad term, more like a house. If you walk to a house, you'll find different rooms.
Yes.
So you'll have the kitchen, you'll have the sitting room, you'll have the dining, and the bedrooms. So online business really encompasses a lot of things.
Okay.
We have people who do writing as an online business. We have people who sell merchandise online,
Yes.
Talk of Jumia. We have people who sell their services online. And the one that I major on is transcribing, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are so many opportunities outside there when it comes to online business.
True.
Wow. So one of them is transcribing.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about what is transcribing, because there are people, I believe, out there that don't understand that term.
Yeah. So transcribing is really listening to someone. I mean, the basic terms is that it's just listening to someone speak, and then you write what they have said. And to bring it closer home, Dhahabu, you have seen the movies. When someone is speaking on the script, there is usually, most of the movies nowadays, there's a script, whether it's Netflix, Hulu, or wherever platform, even on YouTube. So that's the product of transcribing, that you will listen to someone and not translate, because it's just their language. So if someone is speaking in English, you listen to them. So if they say, my name is Joshua Musimi, you write that.
Okay.
My name is Joshua Musimi. Yeah.
Okay. So there are so many companies out there that are looking. There's so many companies that are offering the jobs out there.
Yeah, they really are. Because as I was mentioning to you earlier, in the United States, any video meant for public consumption has to be transcribed. Okay. And this is aimed at, since our societies are made up of different people, there are some people who could be having issues with their, the technical term for that is impaired. Okay. So if the video is transcribed, let's say a class lecture, a lecturer intends to teach something through a video. Yes. There are some students who have that issue, who are interested in that field, and that's why in the US it's easy to find an engineer who is deaf because of such services. Yeah. So being a necessity that all videos meant for public consumptions transcribed, it hence becomes a business that now companies can be formed to provide that service. Yes, sir. So we are talking about, I have a company, you are a lecturer for this university. So you make a video, you do the talking and everything, then you send that video to me, the company, and then I distribute it as a job to the people now. At the moment, I happen to be among the people who get the distributed job.
Wow, that's interesting. So let's talk about where now, after having this knowledge that there are so many opportunities outside there, where do you start?
I think where you start, personally, I think I'll just tell my story because I don't have like a marketing scheme, but I think where you start, you have to learn the skill first. And at the moment...
What is the skill? Typing?
Typing, listening, I think it's a combination of really interpersonal skills. Apart from the technical bit of it, most of it is just listening, and they do have guidelines. So you have to read the guidelines, then combine this listening, interpreting skills in the job. Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about what are the basic necessities when it comes to beginning this thing.
Okay. First of all, apart from the skills and everything, if you're talking about the equipment, you first of all have to have an internet connection, a stable, consistent, and reliable internet connection.
Stable, reliable, and consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because you have to be online in order to get a job. If you're offline, you don't get a job. That's why it has to be reliable and consistent.
So wait, let's start from there. So they are sent immediately you log in.
Yeah, the
to
moment
the internet.
you log in, you have to, on that site, now the company I'm working with is called CrowdSurf. So on that site, you have to have an auto-refresh extension. We're not talking technical.
I will not even understand.
So there's an extension for making sure that that page, that jobs page, keeps refreshing every, like, you're the one to choose. Let's say 2 seconds. So it's 2 seconds, refresh, 2 seconds, refresh, 2 seconds, refresh. So
the jobs keep coming after every 2 seconds?
No. After 2 seconds, now you have to stop the timer after the job has arrived.
Wait, what do you mean?
So
that after every 2 minutes you're supposed to have finished typing?
No.
Okay.
It's 2 seconds to refresh the page. Once the job is there, you have to stop that 2 seconds so that now you can do the job. When the job now lands, it's written there. You have, let's say, for 7, there are standards. So for 7 minutes, you'll have approximately 2 hours to do that job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're even lenient.
They are very lenient, actually. And then back to the equipment, we talked about the internet. Of course, if there's internet, you have to have a laptop or a PC computer. And for obvious reasons, you need to be on the internet. And the other thing is earphones, headphones, or Bluetooth earphones, whichever you prefer to use. And the reason is you want to be listening because it requires a lot of attention. You are listening to someone speaking and then writing what they're saying. So you need to listen. Earphones really is supplementary, but it makes you work better because even your attention with your earphones on is on the machine. Yeah. And the other thing, I think majorly is just that.
Okay. Now I want to go back to the laptop issue.
Yeah.
Can you use your phone?
No.
Why?
And the reason is those jobs, they really, for example, a 7-minute video, we're talking about videos that have been shot with quality cameras. I think I could say like the one you're using. Yeah. So such videos on a mobile phone, they could overwhelm the mobile phone.
Even if you're using the longest that has a very good space?
Yeah, if it's big, the better. But for the normal mobile phones that people have, an average person has, it's not recommended.
Very difficult, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you have all these equipments in place, let's talk about now after where do you start? Where do you log in? Do you Google online writing, transcribing? By the way, you literally even gave me some knowledge that online writing is very different from transcribing.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about that.
Okay, so transcribing, like I said, you basically listen to someone as they speak, and then kind of write what they have said, and for the purposes of consumption of that video mostly by the people who have an issue with hearing. For online writing, it's a bit different.
Okay.
And the first difference, key difference actually, is the research that goes into it. You see, transcribing a video, you just come into your site, you work on it, you are done. For online writing, this is someone, mostly you deal with an individual. For transcribing, mostly you deal with a company.
Okay.
So dealing with an individual, it's, let's say, Dhahabu, you have an assignment that requires research, and I provide such services.
Yes.
So you hire me, Dhahabu to Joshua, person to person, individual to individual. You hire me to do that writing for you. So the research comes in that I, as the online writer, I have many clients. I have Dhahabu, I have A person, so on and so forth. So Dhahabu is in media. So I have to research about media before doing her assignment. The next client will be someone to do it, maybe physics.
Yeah.
And I have again to research things concerning physics. And where it becomes a bit of a task is when that Dhahabu's paper should not match anyone's paper. So it has to be original, it has to be authentic. That's the major difference.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
True.
Now, let's start from, okay, I wanted to ask a question that I believe I would have asked after, but let me just backtrack a little bit. When you're dealing with transcribing now, it means that even a single mom, a stay-home mom can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, true. As long as you have the skills and the equipment, really anyone can do it.
Allow me to ask, what are the basic rules when it comes to transcribing now?
Okay. So are
there rules literally?
True. They have to be there.
Okay.
Because as long as money is involved, someone's money is involved, there has to be rules.
Yeah.
So the most basic rules, and just before I mention that, the rules are really dependent on the company. So each company has its own rules.
Okay, then let's backtrack as well.
Okay.
How many? Are there so many companies out there?
True.
Let's talk to the viewers about the kind of companies they could research right now and just do this thing at the moment as we're speaking. Okay.
Top of the list, of course, I will have some buyers for the company I'm working with, and its name is CrowdSurf. And just before CrowdSurf, yeah. So a crowd of people, and then surf, the surfing, the water surfing.
Okay.
Yeah, CrowdSurf. But just before you go and search that and start claiming that you are lied to, understand that for CrowdSurf, you have to have an account where now the job
a bank account or what?
Yeah.
A bank account?
No, sorry, it's not account. An account with the company.
With the company, okay.
Yeah. And at the moment, fortunately or unfortunately, they are bought, the accounts.
They buy the accounts?
You have to buy or work for someone who has bought.
So, wait, let me ask you. So the day you started working for CrowdSurf, you paid?
No, I worked for someone. Yeah.
Then you graduated?
Yeah. So you work for someone. Of course, now the life skills come in play, because if you decide to work for someone, you without a plan, you will be working for someone.
So literally, let me try to understand this.
Okay.
When you, for instance, if I'm working for you, are you the one who's going to pay me?
Yeah, I am, because the money will be channeled to my account.
To your account.
Yeah. Because for CrowdSurf, for instance, there's the work account, which is now linked with the payment account. So if Dhahabu should work for me or wants to work for me, I will only give her the logins to the work account, not the payment.
Okay.
So when she works, I can also see that maybe she has done 10 hours this week, and we had agreed maybe 50-50 or whatever percentage, and then now I can pay her. Yeah.
Now, let me try and help my viewers to understand this by asking, are there companies, for instance, maybe my viewers are not able to get to you, and maybe they're so interested in working transcribing.
Yeah.
Are there companies that do that offer accounts for free out there?
Not really, not that I'm aware of, really.
Wow.
Because it's a business, and it's like assuming that Safaricom will give you an opportunity to make money for free. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. So the company that I know for sure, so that we don't discredit this conversation, is CrowdSurf.
Yeah.
I can't really talk about others because I haven't experienced the works in those platforms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's serious. So if they want to, they should
check CrowdSurf.
CrowdSurf?
Yeah.
And refer them back to you as well to get their accounts. We must make sure, guys, check that company out.
Yeah.
And we will leave the details out down here so that you get to contact him for those kind of jobs. Now back to the question.
Yeah.
You talked about companies. There's so many companies out there that are offering this job.
Yeah.
And you also talked about getting accounts.
Yeah.
Now, I want to believe that is the job this transcribing. Do very many Americans do it, or it's transferred to Africans?
Actually, that's a good question. I actually had that question before I began a job, and the answer is that at the moment, the rates at which the companies pay is not, I mean, in the US, you cannot work by that and really survive. Yeah, because if you talk about economies, they are obviously a more developed economy, hence more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask, because you're going to stay there, for instance, you're going to stay there for, how many minutes do they start with?
As I mentioned to you earlier, before we started, there are levels.
Okay.
Level 2 is the least, level 7 is the most. And this is according to CrowdSurf. So mostly anything that I'll mention in this show is CrowdSurf.
It's CrowdSurf.
Yeah. So for level 2, the most it can go really is 4 minutes, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 4 minutes at most. When you get to level 3, now for each level, for you to get to the next, there's a threshold in which they give you. It's standard for everyone, so if you can reach it, your account will be upgraded automatically.
Now, I want to get to that level 2 first and understand the 7 minutes that you're given. You said 3 minutes, sorry.
Yeah.
The 3 minutes that you're given.
Yeah.
You're going to stay there for 3 minutes and maybe get paid. I don't know how much they paid, and I'd want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the second level before we get to the 7th level. How much will you be paid for this 3 minutes?
Okay. For 3 minutes, it's not a lot of money.
Approximately.
Approximately. If we convert it to
Kenyan shillings,
we are talking somewhere between 15 to 20 bob for level 2, which is why I know some of you already, like Dhahabu here, you're already thinking, oh, that's too little. But I'll say this, for level 2, it's the training. Level 2 is for someone who's beginning. So the 3 minutes, it's better for you because you really don't know the rules to start with. Okay. So you need that experience. And the thing is, as you progress, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, and level 7, the pay gets better. So for instance, in level 7, you could be earning 120k Kenya shillings.
In what?
A week.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's possible. So it keeps on as you upgrade.
So let's say maybe level 2 is probation level.
True.
You're getting your skills, learning somewhat here and there.
Yeah.
But they should just compensate these people. 20 shillings.
It's just the way it is.
How will you even get motivated?
I think the motivation is the level 7 now.
I think so.
As you keep progressing, you'll get more pay and get more experience. I think.
But let me tell you guys, I just want to go to level 7 because this level 2, 20 shillings.
Actually, I forgot to mention something.
Tell me.
If you, the reason why you should start at level 2 is because accounts are locked remember this is a company. It's handling clients' work. So if you mess around, that account will be closed. And once it's closed, you are working for someone. So in Kenyan terms, we say atakudai, because that's my money. I gave you my account, and now you've done a shoddy job. It's locked. That was my investment. So,
when the account is locked, what do you do?
It's done. Really, it's
you
done.
Can't reopen it. There's no mercy.
No, there's no mercy, because the thing is not ours. It's not a Kenyan product. So we just play by the rules.
Well, so at the end of the day, what you're trying to say is, at the end of the day, you must start from level 2.
Yeah, because...
And be patient.
True. Just be patient. Learn the rules. I think the best thing to do is, once you find someone who understands the job, then you are in a better position to perform. Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about how long can one stay in level 2?
It really depends on you. Crowd surf, you pay. It's like your sweat is what determines what you get. So level 2, they have a threshold.
Allow me to pause you a little bit.
Okay.
How long did you stay at level 2?
Around a month and a week.
What do you mean? I thought it's 3 days.
No, 3 days. 3 days is not enough to understand those guidelines. Really, for you to do this thing, Dhahabu, you have to have a long mind. I mean, a long-term mind, yeah. Because if you look at it from the face value, level 2, 20 shillings, I've been there for around 4 minutes, and I'm getting 20 shillings. Really, what can I buy? The economy is in shambles and everything. But if you employ the long-term mindset, you are better off, because it's level 2 for now. Next month it will be level 3, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Now, level 2, as you've said, is getting the skills. Right? Let's talk about level 3.
So level 3
involves what?
It's sort of a sweet spot.
Okay.
Because money-wise and of course money-wise, because we are doing this for money at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So level 3, the difference between level 3 and level 2, the first of course is the money. And the other one, in level 2, the video is sent in the site. You have to download it. And then you have to use another software so that you can get the words, then come and match with the speaker. In level 3, that's already done for you. So the words are here, the video is here. So yours is to match. And it has
what do you mean match? Like,
match,
if
like,
you're talking like right now, they have to go hand in hand.
True. So like you say, hello everyone, welcome to this show. I have an amazing guest that has to show. So
you can't go ahead of the one speaking?
Actually, most of that heavy lifting is done for you. Like in level 3, the sentences are already arranged. So yours is maybe, that's the raw messages, not the messages, sorry, the raw words are tabulated by a system. So yours is to bring the human touch in that Sophia will say hello, and the machine will tabulate hello with a W. So yours is to bring it to hello.
Oh, to correct.
Yeah, correct. And maybe if Dhahabu was speaking and then for 2 seconds she's quiet, you have to input a tag called blank audio. Yeah, so it's really to bring the human touch in the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I think level 3 is a bit easier.
True.
I think so. How much are you earning at level 3? Because money is really important right now.
Dhahabu, speaking about money, it's not
no, but 3 minutes.
For 3 minutes, the pay is really standard. For 15 minutes, you earn $3. Yeah.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a little money for you, considering where you are. But
not really. Let me tell you why. I'm talking about this because I want to believe that there is somebody out there that needs to understand that at level 1 you earned this kind 20 shillings. In level 3 you earn this, but your end goal is level 7. But you're still getting compensated You know, you can still afford to buy food at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you save, you'll be able probably to even pay your rent.
I get it.
Understand? Yeah.
I get you, which is why I think the company sort of sorts that for you, because let's say I have an account, a level 3 account. I can't work on 2. It's in, like, I'll really have to stretch myself for me to service all those jobs. So I will be forced, if at all I want that money, I'll be forced to give it to someone. So the best starting place is to work for someone.
Okay,
yeah, get the training and then work for someone. Once you work for someone, and that's why majorly I think it suits the students, because for the students, the parents sort of sorts the rent, the fee, and the food. So you have all this time to learn these things. Apart from classwork, they are not really hard as long as you put in the work. So I think to answer your question,
yes,
the long-term mindset again, you have to have
still
it.
Applies, eh?
Yeah, because it's really like a business. It's a business, so you don't expect to start a business today. Let's say you're selling clothes. You don't start selling clothes today and tomorrow you
receive profits tomorrow.
Yeah,
yeah.
It takes time. It takes consistency and everything. Yeah.
Now allow us to take a short break. We will be back with our guest in the studio. So see you right there.